Hello and welcome to the Blu-Review. Today we're going to be talking about Drive from Sony Home Entertainment. Today we're talking about Drive from Sony Home Entertainment. You know, when I first heard about this movie and I knew that it starred Ryan Gosling, I really just didn't care anything about it at all. This is actually the first Ryan Gosling movie that I'd ever seen. I knew he was in movies like The Notebook and a few others, but it just wasn't something that I was ever sort of interested in checking out his career. But as sort of more and more cast members came up, like Bryan Cranston, and who was in Malcolm in the Middle, and now he's in that new AMC show. You got Carey Mulligan, who was in An Education, Christina Hendricks from Firefly and Mad Men, and Ron Perlman, who's in SOA, and was Hellboy. He was also in one of the Police Academy movies. Shh, I don't think he likes to talk about it. But it also stars Albert Brooks, and I'll watch anything with Albert Brooks in it because I fucking love Albert Brooks. Defending Your Life is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's just absolutely amazing. Albert Brooks, Meryl Streep, it's just a fantastic film. And I heard so many great things about Albert Brooks in this movie that like fucking day one, I knew I had to see it. And so, like, it's directed by Nicholas Winding Refn, who did the Pusher series. Those are like Danish films. And they're okay. I think the first two star the guy who plays Le Chiffre in Casino Royale, the new James Bond, Daniel Craig. You know, he really hadn't done a whole lot, and I really had never seen any of his films, so I was sort of apprehensive to check it out. But it's very stylized. It's a very stylized film. The story is, you know, it's been done before. He's a stunt driver by day and a getaway driver by night. But it's sort of like, it incorporates elements of like horror, but it's not really a scary movie. It has almost like a horror sort of lighting scheme or something, the way that it's shot. But it feels very much like, if you ever see the Paul Schrader film Cat People, it has that same kind of feeling to it, even though Cat People is a much more sort of kind of fucked up movie. But it very much feels like sort of a Paul Schrader-esque, sort of if Paul Schrader did like The Driver, The Transporter or something. It's a really good, really kick-ass movie with music by Cliff Martinez, as well as like a soundtrack by a bunch of electro-class artists like College and different things like that. The music in it sort of really pushes the story and really makes it feel like it's an early 80s kind of film. Very much like Giorgio Moroder, very much like fucking American Gigolo, which was a Moroder kind of Blondies thing. But it's an absolutely great movie. It mixes in elements like of Taken and different stuff, but overall, I just fucking loved it, and like I watched it, and I just immediately wanted to watch it again because it's so like, it's just so much fun, even though it is kind of stylish and has some elements to it that are sort of strange. I really, really enjoyed it. The picture quality on this thing is spectacular. It's definitely a 4.5 star. I feel like it was shot digitally. And a lot of times with digital, you don't get as much of the sharp texture, even though they tell you it's the same. Like it's a super high resolution. Your eyes can't tell the difference. There's just something about film that's different. Like when you see a movie that's shot on film and transferred to Blu-ray, that it's just a little more crisp, has a little bit more lifelike feel, even though it's not. I don't know how to explain it, but it also, I mean, the soundtrack on this thing is fantastic. It has a DTS HD master audio. It's great. It doesn't have a whole lot of special features on it. There's just like 4 quick featurettes and a little short sort of documentary with the director, but it's definitely worth it if you can pick it up, you know, for a good price. I think you're gonna really like it. Drive. It's a fantastic movie, and if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Well, that about wraps up this edition. Come back every 2 weeks for a brand new review. That's it. Peace.